The Hawkeye season finale just debuted on Disney Plus, and I had a chance to watch it, so we're going to talk about the whole show. This will contain spoilers, so if you have yet to watch all of Hawkeye, that's your warning. Clint Barton has a seemingly simple mission: get back to his family for Christmas. Possible? Maybe with the help of Kate Bishop, a 22-year-old archer with dreams of becoming a superhero. The two are forced to work together when a presence from Barton's past threatens to derail far more than the festive spirit. But before we get into the review, I do want to give a big thank you to the sponsor for this video, AMC Plus. For people who love to get lost in immersive, expansive, fictional worlds, AMC Plus has the best. It's home to fully realized worlds that span various genres that fans crave, ranging from the dystopian reality of the Walking Dead universe, to the terrifying realm of Creepshow, to the Gothamized version of London in Gangs of London. You can binge all of Season 1 and 2 of Shudder's Creepshow, the anthology series based on the 1982 horror comedy classic. A comic book comes to life in a series of vignettes, exploring terrors ranging from murder, creatures, monsters, and delusions to the supernatural and unexplainable. Creepshow is a lot of fun, and it's one of my favorite things you can watch on AMC+. I really have a craving for shows that are standalone episodes of horror elements. I don't always need my shows to have a mythology, so I love that you can pick and choose certain episodes to watch at a time, and you don't necessarily feel like you've missed a narrative, but you really should check out the whole thing because it's super entertaining. You can also binge Season 1 and 2 of A Discovery of Witches. Adapted from the Deborah Harkness best-selling trilogy of novels, A Discovery of Witches is a bold and romantic thriller that uncovers a secret underworld of vampires, witches, and demons. And you can watch the best of the Walking Dead universe with AMC Plus, like The Walking Dead Season 11. So make sure to take advantage of the special holiday deal to get access to all that AMC Plus has to offer for just $1.99 a month when you sign up for the annual plan. That's over 70% savings. There's more info for that in the description below, so please do check out AMC Plus. Thank you so much to them for sponsoring this video. Let's keep talking about Hawkeye Season 1. That's right, we've got a Marvel show starring everyone's favorite Avenger, Hawkeye, that takes place during Christmas. This show had a lot to prove, I'll put it that way. The first couple episodes of the show, I didn't think I'd be making a video about it. I found them very underwhelming, especially the first episode. There were things in the first episode that seemed like they just kind of happened out of nowhere, and I really did not like the way the action was filmed. It felt very shaky and lots of cuts like in the Black Widow movie. And there was a moment towards the end where Clint sees that someone has stolen the Ronin costume and is running around New York City. And we know that that's Hailee Steinfeld as Kate Bishop. And when she's getting her ass kicked, Hawkeye just swoops in there and rescues her after seeing her on the news. I have no idea how he was able to find her like that. She was in a back alley in the middle of New York. There must be thousands of those. There were moments like that in the first couple episodes that felt very lazy from a storytelling perspective, where characters were able to just kind of figure things out. And it was all in the service of entertainment and fast pacing, even though it didn't really make sense all the time. Another thing I didn't love about the first few episodes is that Clint Barton really doesn't want to be there. He would rather be home with his family for Christmas, but Kate Bishop is extremely excited because Hawkeye is her childhood hero. She saw him in the middle of the Avengers fight where he leapt off of a building, even though he couldn't fly, and she was mesmerized by that and became an excellent archer. But since Clint Barton doesn't want to be there, it kind of comes off like Jeremy Renner doesn't want to be there either. And so for the first few episodes, I was like, this is kind of like the Kate Bishop show, not really the Hawkeye show. And I was waiting for it to get started. Episode 3 happened, and the show really picked up after that. And I liked each episode after that a whole lot. And I'll get to this in a second, but Hawkeye actually has my favorite season finale of any Marvel show. Most of the Marvel shows I've watched so far actually go down a bit in the season finale. I didn't talk about Loki for this reason. I really did not like the season finale of Loki because pretty much the entire episode was a setup for season 2. I liked a lot of things before that in Loki, but the season finale was like a big hour-long trailer for season 2, and I found that very underwhelming. WandaVision had a big Marvel fight. The Falcon Winter Soldier finale was all right, though. But this was easily my favorite Marvel finale. We'll get to that in a second. The show picks up considerably in episode 3. For one thing, we finally get to see Hawkeye actually shoot some arrows alongside Kate Bishop, and we start to really feel the excellent chemistry they have together. But it also introduces Maya, also known as Echo, played excellently by Alaqua Cox, and I'm sorry if I said your name incorrectly, but you were amazing. As soon as she becomes involved with the tracksuits, and you feel like there might be another person involved as well that they keep mentioning as the big guy, that's where the show really gets interesting, and you start to understand where the show is going. There's a lot with Kate Bishop's family, Vera Farmiga and her new fiance, that really drags the runtime down sometimes, and I just didn't really care for that too much. Whenever it was on screen, I kept being like, can we get back to Hawkeye and Kate, because that's where this show is really great. Episode 3 has an amazing car chase, a fantastic fight. It explores Hawkeye's loss of hearing, and they get to do a lot of really interesting things with sound. I think episode 3 is where the show really found its groove, and each episode after that was great. I think this is actually somehow one of the better Marvel shows, even though I had no anticipation for it. Hawkeye certainly is not my favorite Avenger, but I think it's the aspect of the on-the-ground heroes, the people who are just using their fists and their intelligence. They don't have powers, they don't have abilities, and they're just kicking ass. Marvel found an excellent way of making that very interesting. Yelena shows up, played, again, wonderfully by Florence Pugh. I love her. She was easily the best part of the Black Widow movie, and she's extremely entertaining here once again. There's a great scene over a pot of macaroni and cheese, but it was really the character they kept hinting at maybe being in this show that was getting me very excited. And that, of course, is Kingpin. And you're wondering, is this going to be Vincent D'Onofrio? Because, my God, he was fucking perfect. If you haven't seen Spider-Man No Way Home yet, spoilers for that film in a second here, just as a warning. Charlie Cox is in that movie as Matt Murdock, and so I was like, all right, it looks like this is truly happening because Vincent D'Onofrio shows up as Kingpin. They have decided to acknowledge that universe from Netflix as officially part of the MCU, thank God, because, again, they just got that show so right. There should not have been a recasting on the part of Kingpin. So I loved seeing him show up in the season finale and actually have things to do. My God, though, he better not be fucking dead. That's all I have to say. I understand the way these shows and movies work. If you don't see the body, and sometimes even when you see the body, it doesn't mean they're gone for good. But Maya, who obviously has had a very tragic history with Kingpin, and it's not that her killing him wouldn't be deserved. It's just that the MCU was like, hey, Kingpin, yeah, you're part of us now. Okay, bye. He better be back. That's all I'm saying. That better not be it. That's like the one thing hanging at the end of Hawkeye, the season finale, which was fantastic. Yelena fighting Hawkeye, Maya coming to terms with her revenge path, trying to kill whoever the Ronin was, not really knowing it's Hawkeye and trying to figure out if that needs to happen or if she's just become obsessed with that. Again, fantastic character. Kate also scuffling with Yelena and Kingpin as well. There's an amazing sequence with a Christmas tree that falls over an ice rink and all of these trick arrows. It was super, super fun, especially when Kate uses a Pym arrow and shrinks the truck down and then an owl takes it away. Everything about the season finale was really exciting. I loved how this show over time got better. It just slowly progressed into a much more interesting show. I think it had a lot to do with the character Clint Barton accepting he's not getting home to his family right now, and this is the mission. The wishy-washy nature of his character leading up to that, and seeming like he didn't want to be there because he really didn't want to be there, kind of hindered the show. And it made me look at Kate as like, okay, she is at least having some fun, and Hawkeye, where are you? Let's get going, man. As soon as episode 3 happened and he was kind of like on board, that's where the show really picked up for me. The season finale also has a hint at what's going on with Hawkeye's wife, played by Linda Cardellini. She might be this S.H.I.E.L.D. agent known as Mockingbird. Who knows if any of this will be addressed in the movies. Thus far, the movies haven't really taken any of these shows seriously. Even in, again, spoilers for No Way Home, the post-credits trailer of Doctor Strange 2 shows Doctor Strange walking up to Elizabeth Olsen, and she's like, I know. He's like, don't worry, I'm not here to talk about your show. I just need your help. They just kind of like, fuck your show. That's not important right now. And as I said in my review of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Falcon deciding to be Captain America kind of seems like something that already happened in Avengers Endgame when he said thank you and he took the shield. So you can literally not watch that show and see the next movie with that character and him as Captain America and just assume that, yes, he decided to be Captain America in Endgame. So I don't know if Hawkeye or any of these shows will actually impact the movies. I don't know if Kate Bishop will show up in the movies. I would like her to. I think Hailee Steinfeld was extremely likable and a really fun presence in this show, but we'll have to see. Most of these shows have evolved into character gets a new outfit. And Hawkeye does get a new outfit at the end of the show. So we'll see how it happens. But overall, this show got much better over time. This is one of the few shows that I would actually be interested in seeing where it goes. I like the on-the-ground, ground-level nature of it. I like the hand-to-hand combat and the archery and the gunplay, and all of that is really exciting when it's handled well. I especially like the episodes directed by the filmmaking team Bert and Bertie. They did a really great job with the action. All in all, Hawkeye surprised me. It started out pretty slow, but it got better over time. So if you have Disney Plus, check it out. Guys, thank you so much as always for watching. Look forward to more videos very soon. And if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.